Hey everybody, welcome back to Gotcha Force.
We're gonna go help the kid that looks like a bug hunter.
Indeed.
Now he looks like a B-list version of Luke from Professor Layton. Your voice changed big time just then, Flarg.
But I love this scenario because the kid's just like, yo, we have to defend the school, and then your character's just like, oh, we don't have to.
I mean, it could fall apart.
We can just leave the death borgs to destroy our school. I wouldn't mind. Like, there's no one in there, right? Yeah, that's their basic operations now.
I'm over the limit.
By just 10.
Who's cheap? Okay, if I swap out the samurai for wire gunner,
Yeah.
then I'm good.
So, what did you call it? I think by now you know that I have a obsession with, like, courtroom related things.
Jonathan? Courtrooms? No, you never mentioned it.
Okay, gosh. But, what'd you call it? I love Harvey Birdman. I love Ace Attorney. And most of all, I love, what'd you call it? Friggin' She-Hulk. What'd you call it? I will put the cover up and wanna fry?
Sure.
I'm keeping this one in. So I was brought food.
Shout out to Jonathan's dad. Link here to his SoundCloud. Oh, drop one. Alright,
Yeah.
so She-Hulk.
And I'll put the cover up because I'm totally bad with authors and names and stuff. I need to stop eating this fast. It's not good recording etiquette.
You're also super dry mouth.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, She-Hulk is one of my favorite series.
Get down here and fight me, you birds.
Oh gosh. And I mean the Marvel Now run. I loved a lot of the Marvel Now runs. Like, seriously, it was a good start for a lot of series. And She-Hulk was always my favorite because it was just like, hey, we all have totally forgot She-Hulk was a lawyer. So let's bring it back to She-Hulk's a lawyer. I think that's a flaw of a lot of friggin' superheroes that have like occupation like that. No one ever chooses to address it.
I feel that. Wonder Woman can talk to animals and everyone just kind of forgets.
Yeah. But it was just a lot of courtroom hijinks. Like, hey, Dr. Doom's son came in and he wants asylum from Liberia. Is that the
Libraria.
yeah, Liberia.
He doesn't want to read.
So he wants to get out of Dr. Doom's country and stuff and come to the States. But Dr. Doom's like, no. So he tries to hold the court case from happening at all costs. And that's super cool. We don't have to spend that much time in court. I just want courtroom stuff to happen. And somehow that's difficult for everybody. Because it's not only that She-Hulk, it doesn't happen often in She-Hulk. It doesn't happen often in Daredevil.
Click here to see our courtroom scene from the second Christmas special.
I guess I'll have to like upload that separately now.
No, I mean you could just like link to it. Just watch the whole special. It's nice.
Yeah.
We worked hard on it.
So,
I'm not crazy about flying robot here.
Yeah, flying stuff is weird.
I'm just kind of in the air now.
Yeah.
Fear me, ground dwellers. I'm back on the ground, ground dwellers.
Oh, also, why the team special is so good is it gives you infinite ammo and stuff.
Yeah, alright. Bomb. Bomb. Bomb.
See?
So anyway, talking about
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
And what'd you call it? I want to bring that around to niche comics that we like.
Okay.
And now you can give your promo on what'd you call it? Full Killer.
My favorite comic book series of all time is The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. You can click my review for it here. Now that I've got that plug out of the way, a comic I actually enjoy is Fool Killer. Fool Killer is a spin-off series from the Deadpool Mercs for Money that title. And they give a lot of people their own series in that. Oh, that's why. Usagi's my girl. There we go. And so it's just like one of like 5. Massacre didn't get one, which makes me sad because for those of us that actually took the time to either learn a language or translate what Massacre was saying, Massacre from the Mercs for Money series, who speaks only in Spanish, is hilarious.
Gosh.
He's like the straight man for every situation, but also he's totally in for whatever's going on. But I'll talk about Massacre in a minute. Fool Killer is another occupational kind of story that Marvel did that had 5 issues and was about Fool Killer getting his PhD. Or not his PhD, his degree in psychology, rather. And he becomes a therapist for supervillains. And it's a really cool story because the way that it's framed, the conflict is never man versus man. No matter who has a gun pointed at Fool Killer, it's always a conflict of man versus himself, of trying to figure out what his response should be, if he's got a deeper meaning for what he's thinking, and he's trying to, at the same time, profile and diagnose these people that are coming after him while using their diagnosis to help himself. And I won't say too much about it because it's 5 issues, so it's really not a lot, and I don't want to spoil any of the good parts. But it's a series that felt very good just in terms of being self-contained, and I feel like Marvel thrives in its self-contained stories right now.
Yeah.
Divisions was another one that was just fantastic. But Fool Killer was one that it felt like I was on a very clear journey of self-discovery with Fool Killer as he tried to kind of figure out where he fell into this world of heroes and villains. And it felt very good. For those that are still on the fence, in issue 4 he tries to diagnose Deadpool. And it's just really cool because there's not a lot of action in it, but there's a lot of just talking and thinking and stuff, and it's just really well done.
And within that, what'd you call it? He kind of like self-analyzes himself as well.
Yeah. Just like with every other villain or mercenary or whatever, Deadpool, he is just like, okay, I'm figuring you out, but I'm going to use it to figure myself out.
Yeah.
And it's just cool.
And what'd you call it? I'll take a pass back.
Go for it.
And what'd you call it? I'll talk about the Marvel Now run of Moon Knight, because what'd you call it? It had a lot of similar qualities to what I saw in Full Killer. I haven't read all of them like Sammy has. I've only read the 4th and 5th one. So, what'd you call it? From what I read, it was like, okay, yeah, I get what he's talking about now.
They only get better.
Yeah, and like from the first issue of like Moon Knight, it was kind of like, okay, Moon Knight's always been known as this crazy guy. Why is he in a suit and not his usual costume? And he heads down the police force and stuff, and he's just like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, there's this mutant man down in the sewers, and he just goes like, okay, and he goes down in the sewers, and like literally asks him like, hey, why are you doing this and stuff, and just like they're having this conversation as this guy tries to attack him and stuff, and he's just down there trying to figure him out, and just I like when people dissect villains and stuff. It's a very interesting concept, because a lot of times when you get a villain, you don't really understand them that much. You don't really get a lot of time with them. So when a hero actually goes in, oh shoot, I wasn't expecting that, friend.
I'm so invested in what you're saying about Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Ooh, go on.
Not too bad. But you don't really get a lot of time with villains. So when a hero actually interacts and goes like, why are you like this, you get kind of more from that, and you get more depth from every character.
Can we stop having Gotcha Force characters talking over each other? They're so rude.
No.
Also, one gripe I have with Gotcha Force's controls is your one step forward is significantly greater than you expect it to be.
Try tapping it.
Yeah. In the last fight, I was up on this red box over here, this one here, and I was trying to just gun him from a distance, and I went to take one step forward to get over to the ledge, and it just threw me off. So, not to make excuses, you were saying about Moon Knight.
Yeah, and from that issue on, I can continue it, and I believe within the series, you kind of flip through three of his personalities. The investigator, his regular Moon Knight persona, and the sniper. And what you call it? You go through a story of him dealing with himself, because he kind of has like the inner turmoil of like, hey, you survived that incident in Egypt, but here's why, says the weird Egyptian spirit, and he's just like looking at this weird bird statue man sitting in a chair, just like in the walls of his head. And
Hell, I just knocked my block off.
Oh my gosh, I like watching the fights in this.
Hope the audience feels the same way.
But yeah, what'd you call it? So you get good framing of situations, because like some comics start off from just the outside incident and then end with Moon Knight, and the art direction within the comic is fantastic. There are scenes in that comic book that just look neat.
I like that I can just kind of stand here and let things happen.
Whoosh. Just that's what I like about a lot of comic book series now, because a lot of the early like 2000 stuff is kind of just like, yeah, we're fighting dudes to be continued.
I really don't like early 2000s comics for the most part. They all have a vibe about them that makes me just kind of feel tired.
Yeah.
Of just like every issue, no matter where you start, it's like, wow, Superman, Batman, Wolverine, Deadpool. I can't believe that you're fighting, joining, conspiring against the Justice League, Avengers, Task Force X, Suicide Squad, etc.
My favorite thing about those things is like they'll put in the logo there instead of the actual word or team. Just like, oh, it's Static Shock, and you see the title and the word bubble. Just like, this is the goofiest thing ever.
What's really goofy is pretending that Static Shock would get justifiable crossovers.
Yeah.
Ninja.
Well, I'll always hope for a good Static Shock comic after Dwayne Duffy died.
Sorrows, infinite sadness. I am a ninja. Fear me.
Yeah. But the new 52 one wasn't great. There were good parts in it, but it was way too confusing for people. And
See, this is what I wanted. You just sit here and shoot.
now you got it.
And then I fall off for no reason. There was no input there to prompt that.
I wish I tell. Well, yeah, I don't have it down to that much of a science.
Run into it.
What'd you call it? Hold B and shoot at him.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that didn't work last match. I'm learning so much, guys. So, comic books.
Yeah. Yeah. Static Shock was a bus. Well, new 52 Static Shock. But the older stuff was always good.
We got Clawbot.
I remember. I think around 2008, they had a crossover book with Black Lightning, and oh my gosh, I still feel weird that he's still in canon.
What's that?
Just because, like, I want him to at least go like, hey, I'm just gonna take the black out of my name, and I'm just gonna be Lightning now. Is that cool with everybody? Just Sling meeting adjourned. Okay. Because it's still such a like black exploitation thing.
Fair enough. They could always play it like the Black Dynamite angle.
Yeah. And what you call it? I'm cool with what you call it, heroes like Luke Cage and stuff doing that, because you're just like, okay, who's this Luke Cage guy? And then he's just like, holy Christmas! I'm gonna beat you one. I'm gonna give you 1-2, whatever. And friggin', you're just like, okay, that's black exploitation guy.
Fair enough.
You just know straight up, and it doesn't have to be that, but
it is.
What do you call it? Yeah, but you know that it's making fun of it. When it's just like Black Lightning and Black Lightning's a normal dude, it's just like this is the equivalent of just like being in a room, just like, yeah, that's Black Man.
Fair,
no,
fair.
I'm just upset that there's that all the normal other superheroes have regular names. It's just like Black Lightning. Batman's name's not White Batman.
Fair.
Yeah. So that's my only gripe about it. White Batman.
What would be the difference between Batman and White Batman?
After defeating feeding Joker, he checks on his 401k.
Well, those are jokes I'm not touching with Den football, so you have at it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be concerned about the Gotcha Force as Steel Samurai struggles to fight the bug people.
Gosh. Stereotypes. So, but yeah, on the topic I was actually on when I went on that tangent. There's a cool crossover comic where they're doing old superheroes with new characters, and they had a Black Lightning and Static crossover, and it was super cool. It was way neat. It was written well, and I like this types of things. But after that, they were just like, let's drop the ball on Static. Just total not great comic for Static. Started at a confusing point. All that jazz. Although there was a lot of good New 52s at the start.
There were a lot of bad New 52s as well.
True. I like that Animal Man though.
Animal Man was one of the far better ones. Action Comics was terrible. As was Superman. Swamp Thing was super good. Flash, mixed reviews. I liked it, but a lot of people don't. Which, you know, teach their own. But it was all right. Batman did well. I wasn't a fan of Batman and Robin just because I don't like Damian. But Detective was good.
For all the crap that Damian does, that's just like I will say the War of Robins was my favorite thing ever. Just because Damian messing with all the other Robins was just like hilarious. Like him sneaking into Red Robin's lair and just tying him up to a chair, just like, got your stuff, and just running off. It was great. My most favorite thing is him just like laying the crowbar in Jason Todd's bed, and then Jason Todd going like, "You are so dead. I'm going to kill you legitimately."
I'm gonna lose this level.
I believe in you, friend. You can do it.
I'm gonna lose this level.
Oh,
There's
gosh.
too many monsters.
Use your power up. If you can't do it, Usagi can. Oh. Explosion.
Good job, Usagi.
Hey guys.
Alright, well, on the next episode, Jonathan will do better.
Alright.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time for more Gotcha Force. Jonathan's pulling out fries.